Hi guys, this is a short lecture on the second trait of a person with an entrepreneurial mindset, which is adaptable or adaptability. So why do we need to adapt? It's, I think, a simple question. Sometimes we have to think about it deeply, but simply, it's really for us to avoid extinction. A lot of creatures on this planet has become extinct because they were not able to adapt to the environment. So, for example, this mammoth and other creatures like the dinosaur. So it is essential that we have the capability to adapt to our environment for us to survive and continue to exist in this planet. So it is important to understand that the history of the world has gone through different types of revolution. So before I discuss the industrial revolutions, um, our adaptation should be to change. And change has always been constant in our lives in this world. A significant factor of change in history is brought about by the industrial revolutions. So in the first industrial revolution, we see the urbanization of cities. City centers were created and people um, were attracted by the city. So people from different places have converged in the cities, for essentially for commerce and trade. For and they started to live there, employment, jobs, and so that's where the urbanization started. The second industrial revolution saw the massive transformation in transport, electricity, socio-economic environment. So man was able to discover the steam engine for transportation. It hastened the mobility of people, and of course electricity. So now we do not have to stop work even at night because there's light even in the dark. And of course the socio-economic environment, because of the discovery of transportation and electricity power. The socio-economic activities of man increased and expanded. The third industrial revolution saw the digital revolution. That's when the internet came about. It started actually in the 50s, but it was really felt by ordinary people in the 80s, starting in the 80s, and up to the end of the 20th century. And then we had the fourth industrial revolution, wherein we now see the intelligent technologies, artificial intelligence. We see blockchains, in particularly in fintech, Internet of Things, and robotics. We are now actually entering the fifth industrial revolution with innovations drawing humans and machines together. So the level of artificial intelligence created by technology has leveled up to become more than robots, but more humanoids and um, more more attuned to natural languaging. So for example, here ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence that uses natural language, and when you generate responses from your chatbot, for your chat GPT bot, it gives you a human sound, a human response, so it doesn't feel anymore like you're talking to a robot. So these are key industrial revolution stages across history that really brought about a huge shift in the lives of people. Okay, and now we have the VUCA world. Okay, and what's a VUCA world? It's pretty much all the disruptions, VUCA means volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity of the world. Okay, when a thing is volatile, it is it becomes brittle, so it breaks easily. So you really see the rapid changes happening. When it is uncertain, the situation involves imperfect or unknown information, so you're not so sure. So that's why you become anxious. We live in a complex world. The state of having many parts and being difficult to understand or find an answer to. So it is pretty much non-linear. It is a network. It is circular. It it doesn't give you a clear step from 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so and also it is ambiguous. When you say ambiguous, there is doubt, there is uncertainty, it's not clear. So because of that, it is incomprehensible. So you cannot understand why things are happening. So this is a VUCA world. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do about this? If we cannot, if things are volatile, ambiguous, uncertain, complex, we do not know what will happen tomorrow. So it is not the strongest of the species that actually survives, like this mammoth, like the dinosaurs. They're huge and big and strong, nor the most intelligent. People are intelligent, but we may not be able to survive. But the most responsive to change will be the one that will survive, um, this world. So thriving in a VUCA world as entrepreneurs or intrapreneurs, okay? So entrepreneurs, you build your own business. Intrapreneur, you create value within an organization, pretty much when you're employed, so you continue to create that. So here in the VUCA world, you need to be agile, so you have the ability to move quickly and easily. This is where you learn how to pivot. In basketball, it's really shifting from side to side so that you can avoid the challenges in front of you. For uncertain things, you have to be data driven. This is the reason why big data is there, and information really is very powerful in an uncertain world. So we have to be evidence based. All our actions should be evidence based. For ambiguity, we have to experiment. We have to take the risk. We cannot just always take the safe route, or things that has been done in the past, the usual. But experimentation and risk taking is necessary. For a complex world, we just have to be creative and innovative. This is really why creativity and innovation are very important today, because of a very complex world. So we cannot just have one answer. We cannot just have the same answer as before, but really finding new ways of solving problems, and going about life. Creativity is not a talent. It's not about being artistic, or having a good eye, aesthetics, but it's really a way of operating. So how you behave. Just like what we said about entrepreneurial mindset, it is really a way of thinking and doing. So creativity is a way of operating, of how you do things. Why is it important to develop creativity? Because it is only people who are the only asset that innovates. Machines do not innovate. They have to wait for people to feed them data, and huge data, for them to be able to predict, to have the predictive analytical capacity. But people can be given new problems, and they can actually come up with new solutions. And innovation, creativity plus action is the only path to sustained breakthroughs and improve human development. The industrial revolutions are actually history of breakthroughs. That's why there was those revolutions. There were those revolutions in the past because of breakthroughs in electricity, in transportation, in digital technology, on level up technology and all that. So that's the reason why we should be creative and innovative. Okay, and creativity is really a mindset. Again, I cannot emphasize the the meaning of creativity. Again, it's not being artistic or having aesthetics. It is a mindset. The problems that exist in the world cannot be solved by the level of thinking that created them. So I love Albert Einstein, and he said that if you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. So do not expect anything new from something that you already did in the past. So expect what you got in the past. And you have to solve problems in a different mindset that was not the same as when the problem was created, because we are really will be insane. We are insane, because doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is crazy. We should not we should expect that to get new results from doing the same things over and over again. So we have to adapt in a flux, because, as I said, we are in a VUCA world, and um, disruptions are always present. It's not so much the weather itself; it's the unpredictability of the weather that makes it a flux. And so there's a need for really adapting. When we know what's coming and when it's coming, what do? Of course, we prepare because we know what's coming. But if we cannot imagine the future, what will happen? But if we cannot imagine the future, what will happen? Of course, we just have to react to the drastic change we are confronted with. Okay, so we just open our mouths, and we cannot do anything about it because we did not anticipate the changes. We were not prepared of we are not in that mindset of disruption. The greatest dangers in times of turbulence is not the turbulence itself, but to act with yesterday's logic. It's the same thing that Einstein said about having this mental framework of when we created the problem, using it to solve the problem. You cannot solve the problem with the same thing. Okay, and the best way really to predict the future is to create it. We create our own destiny. We create our everyday lives. By the decisions that we make. So we create them. We do not let um, we just do not let our lives be ruled by fate or whatever, the weather or the economy, but do something about it. So are you prepared for disruptions? Novus Ordus, or the new order. This is the Thames way. Finding new ways of living. We should find new ways of living because we cannot just live in the same way as before, or even during the pandemic. And now that we are beyond pandemic, we should find new ways of living. And this is living sustainably. We cannot afford not to be sustainable in our lives and in our development as a people, as a nation, as a world. So I just like to put in here, you mentioned the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, which we should achieve by 2030. This is by the United Nations, so this is worldwide. Yeah. So these are 17 goals, and I want you to check this out, and check out what would be your favorite, or what would be an advocacy that is close to your heart that you think you can contribute in terms of solving problems. So let's not just do business as usual, but business unusual, Again, creativity and innovation comes in here. Let's harness the power of technology and social media. You are all digital natives. And so it's very natural for you to really take advantage of the conveniences and the affordances of technology and social media in your lives now, and of course in the future. um, Also, we are stewards of God's creation, of our natural resources and human capital. When you say human capital, these are people, how we educate our people, how we ensure that they're healthy, how do we make sure that their wellness are are taken care of, and all that. So that's human capital. So together with the environment and people, we have to think of ways really to develop sustainably and live our lives sustainably. Okay, so here is capital development. So let's invest in people and build our human capital with the proper nutrition, quality healthcare, education, and skills. Okay, because this will lead to higher quality of life for everyone and drive sustainable and inclusive economic growth. Okay, so let's be game changers with creativity and innovation, with an entrepreneurial mindset, and this is the only way we can really adapt in a VUCA world. But with great power comes great responsibility. So, are you offered a challenge to develop entrepreneurial mindset and adapt to the disruptions of this very complicated world? Okay, so with that, thank you very much. Again, my email and my contact number if you need to reach out to me. Okay, so please do your activities for this week, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.